I bet. What's up? My name's Ted Park, and I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. My ethnicity is Korean American. Life for me was like really trying to find my identity for mad years, you know, like just really struggling to fit in. And then I found music, and then I was able to find myself, and now I really represent my people. So yeah, I think Madison was just really trying to like find out who I am as a person and try and embrace my heritage. Vancouver's cool, man. Like a lot of good food. I've had like Chinese food. I had some Korean food, some Japanese food. I had halal twice. Just, it's been cool, and it's not too cold out here, so I appreciate the weather. Yeah, growing up, I listened to like a lot of T-Pain, Akon, old Kanye, and old Kanye, you know what I mean? I used to really love like New York hip hop, like Wu-Tang Clan, Big L, Nas. That's why I originally chose to take the bus in New York from Madison when I dropped out of school, because I was so influenced by that. And then like I was also into a lot of like rock music, like Green Day, Killers, MCR. So just like a bunch of artists, and that's why I can't really pick a sound, you know, because I listen to so much shit. So I just want to make everything. Yeah, like I think like I knew I wanted to do music since I was about 13, 14. Like when I was in 8th grade, my family like surprised me and we moved to Korea, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I don't want to go there, you know, because like all my childhood I wanted to be like American so bad, but then we went to Korea, and then I really fell in love with music and art and expression. And then I was like, you know what, like regardless of like, I never thought this would be a career, to be honest, but I was like, you know what, like it feels so rewarding to be able to just talk about like my story and then just my emotions. So yeah, from an early age I knew I wanted to do this for sure. There's so many good artists right now. Who am I listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Brent Faiyaz. I think he's great. There's this new artist, this new female Asian artist named Sailor. She's dope. There's just a lot of good shit right now. Even in the Asian community, you know, MBNel's going crazy. Paris is going crazy. There's this artist from Toronto, JB. He's going crazy. My Korean brothers, Gyopo Gang brothers, Parlay Pass, AK to the Face are going crazy. There's just so much talent. So many artists I gotta name, you know. I wouldn't say it's harder. I think like it's like a different lane. Like even like K-pop music is so big now, and I will say like being Korean American, it's a little hard to kind of fit in because we're not exactly that niche. But you notice like even like when I did my first tour 2 years ago, I saw so many different people from so many different places pull up, and I realized like being an Asian artist, like it's a different kind of come up, but there's definitely a lot of people that support for sure. Jugg Nino was like a burst of energy, you know, like this kid's backstory was pretty much he grew up in Vietnam and then he moved to Arkansas, like in the trenches, you know? So like he learned English when he was like in middle school. And then like I met his godmom, rest in peace Jugg, at his funeral actually, when they did his celebration for his passing in Atlanta. And they told me that Jugg, when they first met him, he loved dancing, he loved music, and I believed it because that kid was just so naturally talented and he could just make a hit song on the spot. And actually when I first met him, he went to my boy's clothing brand and they were supposed to give him one t-shirt, but then he ended up jugging like $3,000 worth of clothes because he pressed them, and I was like, wow, this kid is crazy. But I really saw him grow up, and it's so sad because actually the day before he passed, he was actually getting ready to sign to a huge artist, and you know, he had a really bright future ahead of him. So I know for my bro too, Parlay Pass, like we just want to, you know, keep his legacy alive, and it just inspires us to go harder because tomorrow's never promised. Like that kid really had the whole world ahead of him, and it's just unreal, honestly. Like from seeing someone often and then making music with them and getting to meet them as a person, see them grow over the years, and then for them to pass away, it's like it's still unreal. So yeah, he was a star though. He was a superstar for sure. I met Parlay Pass on the Dumbfounded tour in 2018, and you know, he was just hella cool. He invited me to Atlanta. I pulled up to the A for the first time, took me to a Hawks game, took me to the club, took me to my first strip club. I was like, yo, this guy's mad cool. And then I went to Atlanta during COVID. I was supposed to stay for 2 weeks. I stayed at his house for 4 months. We made hundreds of songs. We really locked in as brothers. Did my first headline tour with him, and you know, like at the end of the day, like this music shit is like, I mean, I'm grateful that I get to make music for a living, but like there's gonna be a life after music too. I'm not gonna do this forever, and like that's someone that's gonna always be like my good friend, regardless of where this goes from here. So just very grateful for him and to be able to go on this journey together, for sure. I got a song with this Korean artist named Juni coming out in a few weeks. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but I got a song with Bobby Shmurda coming out. Shout outs to Double Up Bat, and Sui. I got a bunch of cool collaborations. I got a song with MBNel and my boy HeyTaewon. Shouts to Taewon, album on the way. Me and Pass got a bunch of stuff, and who knows what will happen. So I'm trying to tap in. If you want to work, let's get it. Oh man, okay, so when I recorded Slide, I was invited to Sony Studio in LA by this Italian producer, Fedesca, and we had like talked on the gram and stuff, but I didn't know it was gonna be like a real session because I was watching his story. They had like way bigger artists than me pulling up all week because pretty much he's from Italy, so he had like a camp at Sony in LA. So I pulled up, not knowing what to expect. He played me that chant, which is from this Brazilian soccer team, EC Vitória. I was like, this is crazy. I did the song in like 20 minutes. We did like 6 songs that day. And then like, you know, Sony, like they're huge. So they have like these like cookies and like all this food and shit. I stole so much stuff from there. Not stole because I had access to it, but like I ate so much. I had like food for like 2 days. But yeah, long story short, I didn't hear back for like 6-7 months. I was like, damn, I don't know if this song's gonna come out. Sony finally put it out. Shout out Sony Italy. Went viral in Brazil because of the chant. And then, went super viral in Brazil. A bunch of pages posting, got interviewed by ESPN. It was crazy. So shout out all the fans in Brazil, EC Vitória fans. That was very special. Like as a kid, like I used to want to fit in. So I used to try and play sports even though I wasn't good. So to actually perform at an NBA game was super crazy. And it was Korean Heritage Night. So to represent my people at like an official NBA game was super special. I was so nervous, and like I told my friends, because I was performing with 2 other homies, shout out Juno Flow and G2. We were like literally about to go out the tunnel, and I just see all these people staring at us. I was like, fuck, bro, I'm hella scared. They're like, why would you say that right now? But it was a really good experience. And honestly, after doing that, all these other shows I've been doing, like that was like 20,000 people, you know? So now anything I do, like I'm like, all right, like, I got it. It's going to be good. Outside of music, I like fishing. Like fishing is a lot of fun. Very peaceful. And I'm from Wisconsin, you know, so like that's my shit. I like cooking at home. I started cooking Korean barbecue myself, like marinating the meat, all that, you know. I really just try to get in nature because it's so easy as an independent artist to just be cooped up on your computer all day trying to make art. So I just started going outside. I love traveling, like even being in Vancouver. I came here kind of on impulse for my boy, shout out Noodle King. And then like I was supposed to go here then come home, but now I'm going to Vancouver, Toronto, LA, Korea, and then North Carolina. So I don't know, I love traveling, meeting new people, tapped in with my homies at Asian Culture Co, you know, so just trying to travel the world and eat food and just live life. 5 years, I'm definitely not going to be making music anymore, but I want to start songwriting for artists and being behind the camera, and I actually want to start an imprint and start A&Ring and managing because I feel like I've learned so much from, honestly, not from my successes, but from my mistakes. So I would love to help cultivate a new artist and guide them in the way they want to go. So if you're talented and you're hungry and you need a partner, holler at me. But yeah, honestly, like I realized like maybe being an artist is never going to always be for me, but I'm always going to be around music. So, you know, like I feel like when I was really young, I wanted to be super famous. And now I realize like the level of what I've attained is still like really, it's a blessing. And I don't know how much further I'm going to climb. So yeah, I just want to start playing the back end and I just want to be that chill guy, you know, just chilling, you know. If I go back 5 years, don't be so hard-headed. Like I look back at how many bags I fucked up. Like, damn, bro, if I had just listened and just be more open-minded, be careful who you give your energy to, because not everyone needs to know everything you got going on and who you are as a person. And to be honest, just be more receptive to the L's you take, because I feel like I'm very courageous in a way, because it's very hard to keep pushing. You see a lot of really talented people give up, but at the same time, I just wish that some L's I took, that I had kind of just instead of beating myself up and being so hard on myself because I'm human, just tried to learn from them earlier, you know? So just like, you know, we're human. We only get to do this once. You know, it's not going to be perfect. If your path was linear, it would be boring. Then everyone would be super successful. Just like keep going and just be the best you can be. That's it. None of that shit. That shit's trash. I'm just kidding. Just anything from my discography. I feel like anything I've put out over the years, it represents me at some point in times. Just YouTube, Spotify, TED Park, run my shit up. Probably Somewhere in Heaven, because I made that the day my grandma died, and before I fully got to soak in her passing away and my grandpa's passing away, I kind of just got to put my heart on my sleeve on a song, so that song's very special to me. I fuck with Asian Culture Co. because they be posting artists from small to bigger and giving artists a chance to be heard and seen. You see pages even like taxing artists even to get a chance, you know, and they make it affordable and they really represent the community and they post shit that isn't just controversial. You know, you see a lot of people posting for clicks and they're down to post good music and no politics too. Like they disregard whatever the artist has going on personally and they try to focus on the art, and I really love and respect that. So shout out Asian Culture Co. for putting on Asian artists and just giving us all a chance to shine on their platform. You know, this year, honestly, I'm kind of, not pivoting, but I really want to start, like, doing the dot connecting and behind the scenes work. So I really am just going to try and, like, not worry too much about rollouts and worry about strategy and more just putting this stuff out. You know, music can only go so far when it sits on your computer. So just going to try and drop a lot of shit. Man, shout out just everyone supporting me. Shout out to my parents, my friends, my family. All my loved ones, just all the artists going crazy, doing their thing. Let's just keep going. Let's keep pushing. Life is short.